hi. I just finished this damned series. So I watched the first season. I can't even talk. Spoiler alert. This whole video, I am going to be shouting and ranting. So originally, I found this series because of Taylor Swift. Like, the amount of marketing they put into this all goes back to Taylor Swift. Like, they introduced new Taylor's version songs in this. They introduced like newer versions of other songs, like August or something. And you wouldn't believe that, Taylor doesn't exactly get played that much in this series. She's just there for the marketing aspect. But it worked on me, obviously, because I watched the first season, and I have a lot to say. Kind of none of them are good, so brace yourself. So first of all, this is based on a book series. I don't know, I haven't read the books. I only watched the series because it looked cool and it kind of had like a Taylor-y vibe, which isn't exactly true. It was a scam, it was a lie, but we're gonna get there. So first of all, it's about a girl named Isabel who goes by Bely, and her mother has this friend, Susanna. Now Susanna is very rich. She has this big mansion somewhere really cool in this town, I want to say. I don't exactly know where they are, really. They go there each summer, and Susanna has two very hot guys. And Bely has always had a crush on the older son, Conrad. And, well, it's called The Summer I Turned Pretty because, at first when they go there every single summer, Bely hasn't gone through puberty yet, and she's not exactly pretty, so both boys are like, oh, she's a child, like she's like our sister and blah blah. And then this summer she suddenly has boobs and her teeth are straight and she doesn't wear glasses, and so that's why both boys are like,
Bely's kind of hot, like.
We never noticed this because she was wearing glasses and she never let her hair down. I don't know, man, like, it doesn't sell me, okay? It doesn't sell me because she doesn't like wear makeup or like hasn't done anything with herself. Like, she hasn't done a boob job or like a nose job or at least dyed her hair. She's the same literal person, and she's been there every single summer. And this summer, suddenly, she's wearing her hair down and doesn't wear glasses, and now you're like, she's hot. Like, questionable. Anyways, so Conrad is like, but he is one of those guys who are always emotionally unavailable. And so, Bely is like, okay, I'm pretty this summer, so maybe Conrad could like me back. And Conrad's like, okay, I guess I do like her, but I'm going through a lot of shit. And that shit is obviously him knowing about something that he is not supposed to know about. And the thing is, his mother, who is Susanna, the best friend to Bely's mother, has cancer, and that cancer is very bad. I think it's stage 4 or something, and it's like she's not going to recover. Susanna herself is like, I am not going to go through any kind of treatment because I want to be myself when I die. The only person who's supposed to know is Bely's mother, and Bely's mother is like, okay, I will miss you, but I am going to just respect your choice and That's it. So we're okay with the fact that you're gonna die pretty soon, and this is our last summer together, but okay. And Conrad knows about this. Okay, he finds out at some point, and he's crushed. He's ruined, and he doesn't say anything to anyone, including his brother called Jeremiah, who also has a crush on Bely. Now, in this town, there's this kind of ball pageant queen kind of thing going on. It's called something else, but I don't really care. So whoever has like a better resume at being a good person is supposed to win. It's such a stupid concept, but whatever. Susanna goes to Bely and she's like, okay, please enter this thing. And Bely's like, you know what? I'm pretty this summer, so okay. She very quickly meets this boy whose name I don't remember because he is very insignificant and boring. Like, he's only there to be disposed of. But yeah, they start dating, and for this pageant thing, Bely is going to need a date, an escort. And of course, she's supposed to ask her boyfriend, right? She doesn't, because she doesn't like him. And she's only dating him because she's trying to be nice. She's actually looking for Conrad to ask her, and Conrad is very oblivious, and he's like, my mom's dying. And the whole summer, Conrad is very depressed and onto himself, and he doesn't talk very much, he doesn't even smile, and he's always very mean and gloomy. And so we're supposed to think that this is not his original self. Like, last summers, Conrad was actually the only one who treated Bely like a person, because Bely's brother and Jeremiah were always like, no, we're guys, you can't like come with us, you can't play with us because you're a girl. And Conrad was always like the one who let her in. So we're supposed to know that Conrad is only depressed and mean and stupid and gloomy just because he is going through this thing with his mother. But it's the first season, and we don't really get enough flashbacks for us to believe that Conrad is supposed to be a cool guy. I'm sorry, but all I see from him is a bad version, sad emo boy with a really bad haircut. Am I being really mean to Conrad? We'll get there. I have my reasons. Okay, I have my reasons. I'm going to explain to you why we don't like Conrad. So Conrad has this girlfriend who's very hot, by the way. That's irrelevant, but I just wanted to put that in there. Bely's birthday is actually in summer, so whenever they go to this house, they celebrate her birthday there. And you know, every time everybody has a present for her, and of course this year she is kind of very hyped about Conrad's birthday, and Conrad's like, happy birthday. And Bely's like, my present? And Conrad's like, oh, we were supposed to give you a present? My bad, I didn't get you anything. One day, she is wandering around in Conrad's bedroom, and she opens a drawer, and there's this necklace with a sign of the infinity kind of thing. And she's like, oh damn, this must be for me, because we had this thing of the infinity kind of thing. It was our thing, so he's definitely is going to give it to me this year. And you know, one day Bely gets very wasted, very drunk, and this happens after she found the necklace. And for that reason, she's like, okay, he's totally in love with me, he's just not telling me that. So when she gets drunk, she goes up to Conrad and she's like, I found your present, and I'm pretty sure you got that for me. And Conrad's like, So what if I did? Like, and they almost kiss. Okay, they almost kiss. And remember, this happens while Bely still has a boyfriend. Like, I know you don't like him, and he's very boring, and he's too nice, but he's still your boyfriend, and you're kind of cheating here. So they almost kiss, right? And, you know, the day after, she kind of breaks up with this boyfriend. She's like, I'm thinking of someone else. This is very unfair to you. I don't want to do this to you, so bye-bye. And the boy's like, okay, peace out. After the almost kiss, Bely goes to Conrad and she's like, so what's up? We almost kissed yesterday, remember that? Conrad's like, did we? I don't recall. And remember, the almost kiss happened while Conrad has a girlfriend and he was sober. Every main character here is a cheating fuck. But whatever. Okay, whatever. We'll get more of that. Okay. And he goes up like, oh, I was wasted. I don't remember anything. But I don't remember him drinking because the only person who was like drinking so much was Bely. We didn't exactly see him drink, or maybe I'm just not remembering shit. I don't know. But that's still not an excuse for you to cheat on your girlfriend. And Bely's like, what the fuck? You can't just almost kiss me and then be like, you don't remember. And Conrad's like, okay, fucking I remember. What are you gonna do about it? Like, it didn't mean anything. Of course, her heart is very broken and she's like, oh my god, like Conrad doesn't like me, like I thought this was going somewhere, but it's not. But the actual reason Conrad is not doing this, because obviously he has feelings for Bely, but he later explains to another character that he's just not doing this because he's not ready for a relationship because of the things he's going through, and he doesn't think that he can start a thing while he's in a relationship. Like, why are you talking like you're single? You're not. You are with someone, and you have never once told her that, okay, this isn't a serious thing, like it's just a summer thing, like we're not doing this. The girl thinks that this is serious and this is going somewhere, but Conrad is thinking about another girl almost kissing her, but then being like, oh, I can't start this because I'm not ready, while also being in a relationship. Okay. That literal night, something really cool happens, which we did get the foreshadowing for, but I really didn't want it to take that direction because it's a nasty plot line. I just really hate it when the whole plot is based on a literal stupid love triangle, because you know that it's going to end in a certain way and the third person is just there for the sake of entertainment and then be disposed of. So anyways, that night, Bely is swimming in the pool when she finds out that there's someone else in the pool, and that is no one but Jeremiah, Conrad's brother. Now remember when I told you that Jeremiah also has a thing for Bely, but they're so close that everybody thinks that they're like brother and sister? Well, turns out that's not true. At least not to Jeremiah, right? And Bely is like never considering Jeremiah, not even as her friend. Like she's just like, okay, so this is my brother. This is Susanna, who I really love. And this is Conrad, who I have a crush on. And then there's Jeremiah, I guess. Like in the whole series, Jeremiah is always like trying to hang out with her, and she's like, uh, I don't have time. Rain check. Jeremiah's like, listen, we're really good friends. We're like best friends and stuff, but sometimes I want to be more than that. And Bella's like, really? Why didn't you tell me sooner? And Jeremiah's like, because you're so into Conrad, like we can see it and we're sick of it. Okay, he doesn't say it like that, but I did say it like that in my head. Do with it what you want. Jeremiah's like, I was waiting because it was always Conrad, but and you also had a boyfriend. But now I know that you broke up with him and I don't see a thing between you and Conrad anymore, so this is what I'm telling you now. All summer, people are being like, oh, Jeremiah's always with someone new and he's like hooking up with someone every like 2 days. But the only person who is thinking clearly and reasonably and respectfully is Jeremiah. Like, he didn't say anything because Bely was in a relationship. And he didn't say anything also because he had this feeling that there was something between her and his brother, which is very cute to me, and he's supposed to be the fucker boy, and he's supposed to be the younger one who doesn't like know better and stuff, but he's the only good person around here. But obviously Bely's like very horny, and she's only probably here to like hook up with someone, and Conrad said no, and now there's Jeremiah, so why not? And they kiss. The next day, Jeremiah walks up to Bely and he's like, okay, can we talk about the fact that we literally kissed in the pool last night? And Bely's like, because she received a text from Conrad, she's like, we'll talk about this later, like I don't have time right now. Girl, I am so not okay about this. I have always been Team Jeremiah because he's just a better person. Taylor, Bely's best friend, comes to town because they have this volleyball thing they have to win. It's a charity contest. So she's in town, they get ready to play volleyball, and then Bely spills the beans. That same day, Conrad is asked by his mom to ask Bely to go to that pageant thing, right? And he goes up to her and he's like, can I take you to the dance? Perhaps. And he doesn't mention the fact that actually Susanna was the one to ask him to do this. He's such a player. Why aren't we seeing that? Chill out. Anyways, and Bely is like all hyped up and is like, yeah, Conrad finally asked me, like, yes. She kind of tells everything to Taylor, and Taylor's like, girl, you're gonna say no to him. And Bely's like, am I though? But Taylor, the reasonable goddess she is, she's like, Jeremiah is the best choice. Like, he is a good human being. Like, what are you talking about? And why aren't we talking about the fact that she could just not pick anyone? You're not destined to be with either of the brothers. Like, you can survive without that. But whatever. In the volleyball game, they're kind of almost winning, and then Taylor is like, oh no, I twisted my ankle and I have to get out of the game and blah blah. And she's like, Jeremiah, can you switch in my place? And Jeremiah's like, okay. But what we don't know is that he actually sucks at volleyball. They start losing when he's playing because he is as good as me in this game, which is not very good. It's awful. It's very awful. So they start losing, and Bely is like, I gotta win this. I need to win this. So get the fuck out of the game and switch with Conrad, who obviously gets into the game and they win the thing. Foreshadowing for something even more terrible to happen, okay? So they win the game, and then, you know, Susanna is like, yay, you won! Now, Conrad, did you ask her yet? And our girl Bely is like, ask her what? And then Susanna's like, oh, I asked him to take you to the dance. Bely's like, damn, like your mother asked you to take me? Like you didn't even ask by yourself, you little piece of shit. Guilty. Well, she obviously gets very upset and she decides to pick Jeremiah. Now, this whole time where she's having this thing over Conrad, she is considering to go to the dance with him, and she's considering even being in a relationship with him while being very besties with Conrad's girlfriend. I mean, that is such a shit personality. Like, you can't just be friends with a girl and then have a thing for her boyfriend behind her back. I think that's very, very trashy. But whatever. So she decides to pick Jeremiah, and they're still not in a relationship. They just kiss every 2 minutes, but it's modern ages. It's fine to kiss somebody and not be with them, apparently. And so yeah, Jeremiah's like, yay, I'm picked. And Bely is like, okay, so will you go with me to the dance? And Jeremiah's like, hell yeah, I'm with ya. Bely is like, okay, I'm over Conrad. I don't want to be involved with him anymore. And Conrad is kind of trying again. He's like trying to get her, kind of stuff like that. But Bely's like, okay, I have picked Jeremiah. That is it. I don't want you anymore. You're too late. Which, for a second, I started liking her for that. But wait, it gets better. So this is the last episode, and everything's ready, and we are going to see this ball thingy, right? And Bely is going with Jeremiah as her date. And at this point, Jeremiah has kind of some doubts about his mother, because his mother is sleepy and she smokes pot for some reason. And, you know, she's very weakened and not okay. So he decides to steal his mother's phone to find out what the hell is going on while the dance thing is still going on. Okay, so he has to be Bely's date, but he can't really wrap his mind around anything because he is very much worried about his mother. All this time, Conrad is just like sitting, making hard eyes for Bely. There's this section of this ball where they have to dance together. Like every girl and her date, they're supposed to dance together. And Jeremiah is off with his mother's phone somewhere. They can't find him, and the dance is about to start. Now here is where my problem begins. Like, all this I already said holds a candle to this very big hazard. So they can't find Jeremiah, and Bely's like going to everyone, basically just asking them about Jeremiah, like, where is he? Have you seen him? I can't find him and stuff. And I think, like, he's not just your date, he is your boyfriend. But okay, you're saying that we're only kissing and we're not together, we're not a couple, fine, but he's still your best friend. You've known each other since you were fucking kids. And the first thing we know about this pageant thing is that she's just going because of Susanna and not that she really cares about winning and all that stuff. So I think the best thing that you would do, like, in your right mind, the first thing you would think about is that, okay, I can't find Jeremiah and he's my date, and he kind of knows that he's supposed to be here right now, so there must be a good reason he's not. Should I go look for him? No, that's not what Bely thinks. That's not what his brother thinks. That's not what his mother thinks. Like, the boy could be, like, dead or kidnapped or sick, something. I don't know. Anything could have happened. But y'all are like, we can't find Jeremiah, even though he wouldn't miss this for anything. But he's not here for some reason. So I missed the part where that's important. Like, everyone's, like, very oblivious, and they don't give a shit. And you know what Conrad does? He stands up, goes to face Bely, and he's like, I think I remember some of the steps. Yes, it's the volleyball thing all over again. It cuts to a scene where Jeremiah is reading his mother's emails about this cancer thing. So he's found out about everything and he's crying his eyes out. But then he decides to go back in, and what does he see? Conrad and Bely dancing together. No. So Bely's a fucker. She's a cheater. She thinks that the only person whose feelings matter is herself. She doesn't give a fuck. She double played on that little boyfriend. She double played on this girl who was her friend but who was also Conrad's girlfriend. And she also double played on Jeremiah. All because of a boy who's leading her on all this time, and of course, cheating on his girlfriend. Now, Conrad and this girl do kind of end up breaking up, not because Conrad goes there and be like, I'm in love with someone else, or at least I'm thinking about someone else, let's break up. No. You might think that he has the balls to do that, but no. He's texting both of them, both of these girls, together at the same time, okay? He's flirting with both of them while these two girls are together. His girlfriend sees the text from Conrad to Bely. That's how they break up, And so, things get bad because Jeremiah now knows that their mother is very sick and she's about to die, and he immediately goes to Conrad to let him know. Again, another reason that Jeremiah is just a better person, because they only have each other, okay? Their dad is very absent, and it's just these two brothers. So when Jeremiah finds out about this, the first person he wants to go to is Conrad. But Conrad has known all this all summer, didn't say a word. Yeah, Jeremiah goes up to him and be like, there's something about Mom you should know. And Conrad's like, oh, I already know that. Guilty again. And Jeremiah's like, what the fuck? You've known all summer? You didn't tell me? Like, they get into a fight, and then their mother runs up to them, and she's like, what the fuck is going on? And then they're like, we both know. And then Bella's like, know what? Like, isn't everything supposed to be about me? And then she finds out. Everybody finds out. Jeremiah and Conrad kind of get their mother to do the trials and do the treatment just because of them, and just, it's a chance, So the season ends with Bely and Conrad sitting on the beach. I was screaming. I was screaming so bad at the TV because I didn't want that to happen, even though I knew that was going to happen. But I had a little bit of hope left for this show and these characters, and I was like, maybe that doesn't happen, maybe. But you know what happened? Taylor Swift started playing, and okay, you're playing Taylor Swift. Am I supposed to just be okay with this because Taylor's singing? I mean, that kind of works, okay? I'm still enjoying Taylor Swift, but that doesn't mean I'm okay with the fact that after all this, like, we never resolved anything with Jeremiah. And now they're sitting on the beach, and Conrad's like, you know what? I want you with me. I need you. And then Bely delivers the cheesiest fucking line I've ever heard in my whole life. And she's like,
I don't want you to need me, I want you to want me.
and of course Conrad, the fuck boy he is, he's like, I do want you. And then they kiss. They kiss while Taylor is singing, which is supposed to have me believe that this is what I've been rooting for, which is not what I've been rooting for. I have never wanted these two together because they're problematic. Maybe at some point, maybe them being toxic makes a good couple out of them, but my boy Jeremiah has to go through all of this because Bely couldn't decide, because Bely was constantly played by Conrad. And so because none of them could decide to just be together or not be together, Jeremiah is being played. And I would talk about Steven, Bely's brother, but I just think that his plotline is very insignificant, and at times it's very stupid, and I just don't like Steven because he has a toxic masculinity and he's very insecure and he's just not a good character. I love the actor, but sorry, Steven is just not, like, he's not even worth talking about to me, so we're just gonna leave him aside. But that's the show. Oh my god, I've been talking for 44 minutes. I don't know, I just had to rant. I'm sorry. They only managed to sell this show to me because of Taylor Swift. And Taylor Swift was only playing to the scenes that I was bulging my eyes out because I wasn't happy. Like, every scene that Conrad and Bely were together, and I was like, no, this is wrong, like, you shouldn't do this, like, it's bad. Taylor was playing. And while I was singing along to that, I was pissed. So it was kind of a bittersweet moment for me. But so season 2 is already out, and I don't know if I'm going to watch it, but if this video does well, I will probably watch it so I can also make a video for that one. Or maybe my curiosity just has me watch it. I don't know. Right now, I'm very pissed at this show, and the only character I really love is Jeremiah, and nobody gives a shit about him. So, well, if you made it this far, I am very grateful to you because I don't think many people make it this far in my channel, so thank you very much for being here, and please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, so we can hang out more and obviously rant more. And give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you soon in another video. Bye!